Thanks for joining me today, and I want to look at a topic you probably don't hear a lot about, but I think one that is incredibly important. The Western Church has got thousands, tens of thousands of phenomenal preachers, and yet the gospel in the West has really made limited progress, and the church is not impacting society as I think we would like it to. So I think it's time to rethink how we look at preaching the gospel and advancing the kingdom of God, so we can bring transformation and even bring revival. And I think heaven's waited a long time for this, what I call incredible army of preachers to arise across society, cities, and the nations of the world. And I believe they'll be the key to reaching the world for Jesus. They will preach non-stop every day. So you're probably asking the question, who on earth is he talking about? I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me. We are all anointed full-time ministers or preachers of the gospel. So for me, it's in the church, but also it's in the workplace, it's out in the streets, it's in the home, wherever God has placed you, because we are our message. It's not the words that we say, it's who we are is our preaching. So you're preaching all the time, and I hope that your preaching's up to standard and is something that is pleasing to God. Pete Hammond once studied 40 of the highest profile people in the Bible. People like Abraham, Moses, Noah, Joseph. Guess what he found out? 3 out of 4, 75%, never had a religious job as such. 75% were never priests, pastors, or missionaries. 75% never left the workplace. They held for their whole life what some would call a secular job. I don't really think it's secular, but I think you know what I mean. Matthew 5:16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. That's our calling, your calling in the workplace or wherever God has placed you. I heard this testimony a while ago in the process of applying for a horticultural job. A lady and her church friend were told by another worker, hey, look, the atmosphere is going to be pretty tough for you lovely young Christian ladies, and sort of almost discouraged them from taking on the job. But no, they took it on anyway. And over 15 months through prayer, great attitudes, loving people, taking baking, they've seen an atmosphere change in that workplace. Less anger, less yelling, less swearing, now experiencing the favor of management. A few weeks ago, or a while ago, one of the ladies asked, can I come to church? A person who had been walked away from God for many, many years and rededicated their life to the Lord. These two ladies were salt and light. They were preaching 24/7 with their life, with their actions, not just with their words. So if we want to change community, a nation, a city, we need to integrate, or we need to connect faith with your work, because it's where you spend the best hours of your day. 40, maybe 60 hours a week. You work in the marketplace, you work in the home. Is a massive, massive part of your life. So if there's one place that you need to know how to live out your faith in a way that pleases God, it's in the place where you spend 40 to 60 hours a week, which is the workplace. Maybe in your street, maybe in your community, maybe in your home. Also, the place where you want to let your life so shine that people are drawn to Jesus. I finish with this thought. The workplace, they say, is the most neglected mission field in the world. Here's the good news. You and I, we together can change that.